evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the seventh continent. For those of you who were not with us in the last video, we have explored all over this forested area of the island. Actually, technically, we went way off to the east there and found a statue, found some more blue markings that did not amount to much. We found a treasure chest that didn't have much in it, so we have headed back over here, and we've actually come across a campsite that you can see here on this special event card. And I attempted to figure out what's with all these negatives over here, that if you have resources, supposedly there are some items that if you actually have the resource on the card, it will tell you, you know, this gives you wood or something like that. But I don't see any of those. I have yet to see any. Maybe they're on like the advanced actions. So essentially it's going to take us 10 cards to build this campsite. One other thing that I did want to note is that previously we had received 2 different bloody statuses, and I did learn that you can only have one particular status at a time, so that actually does help out Elliot. I don't know if it particularly hurt us during any specific card draw or discard rather, so we are just going to go ahead and remove it and not worry about putting any other cards back into our deck. But there's just one less state or status that we need to get rid of. But other than that, I do have some meat here, and I have some canned octopus, so I'm going to attempt to build this camp because I think it will be beneficial. There's reasons that there's got to be a reason why it's so difficult to put together. So unfortunately, I don't have anything that can help me build it for cheaper. Oh wait, I do. I have learned by doing. So this was the one thing that I did discover I did have in my hand that would help out. So I can discard this during a cost step, which is the build action. So I'm only going to have to draw 7 cards. Oops. So we're just going to go ahead and do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we've got another learn by doing. Valiant hearts shall not fail. Friction fire. I'm probably going to keep friction fire because I want to move my campsite to this spot. It is currently way over here on this tile. And I want to put it at my campsite because I feel like this is going to be a great area to keep coming back to. After this, we're going to venture across this bridge and explore what's over here because that's essentially what the clue card is showing us. So let us take, let's see, 206, take 3 003 cards. So let's do that real quick. These are, we know what these are. 1, 2, okay. So I've got to make some change here real quick. 1, 2, 3. Where is my satchel? So I need to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, put them back, and now I'm back to 7 experience points, which will be nice if we can find a place to spend them again, because the place that we did spend them last is way on the other side of the board. So now at this point we get to take 206 golden card. Okay. And 206 reads, gathering as many serviceable pieces as you can, you put the camp back in good order. Looks like if I am at this campsite, I can build a fire for cheaper, I can rest, I can do first aid, I can think. So a lot of this you learn from your experiences. 000 plus the meat in each involved character returns their tired state. Okay, and I've got some wood and some rocks. So essentially, just as I thought, this is a great place to keep coming back to and keep setting up at. So, and one quick... Okay, no, I still have not found the toilet icon to get rid of nauseated here. So I'm not really sure how to get rid of nauseated and bloody. I need to go swimming. I thought I might have been tired, but I'm not. So at this point, now I'm going to build my fire for free. So you can see here that fire, I have wood at my campsite, and I can build fire for 2, or friction fire. I can build this little piece for 2 less, which is going to force me to discard something. I think I'm going to discard the raft. There's 2 things left on it, but now I was only really using the raft to rest. So I am going to build friction fire for free, place this in my items inventory. Now I will immediately use it to do a fire action, which according to my camp card, I can do for 1 less, or I can get a free star out of it. So I think I will just guarantee the star out of it, because I don't know how else I would do that. So we'll draw 1 card, and there was a star there. Interesting. Fire making kit versus friction fire. These look almost identical, except some slightly different resources needing to be made. It's interesting. So I don't need this for now. Well, yeah, I'm going to hold on to it just because I've got the room in my hand. This gets discarded. And I now get to put my fire on this space, I guess, with me. Does not go on the permanent action space. Okay, now I can also think, which I used to have a state that needed that, and I no longer do. I could build my shovel now. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is, I don't need to think. I don't have my rest card right now, or my medical card. So I am going to eat my meat and crustaceans, which, since I'm at a part with fire, return this. 1. I get to return 6 cards back to my deck, so that should be helpful. And again, we are on the lookout for something that has the strength symbol on it, which Yale Graduate does have it, but it only is getting us 1 success. And I need 3 without drawing any cards. So, need to get something that's going to give me 2 successes on a strength action to get my canned octopus open. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Shuffle these back into my deck to keep us healthy. Now this is interesting. It says I can take a rest action for 1 less card, and down here I can take a rest action for 2 cards and 0 successes, and I get that 000 card, which I'm pretty sure gives me the ability to spend my 7 experience points. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I'm going to go ahead, and I don't know what this symbol is. I don't have anything with that symbol. So I take this. I will go ahead and examine the notes for now, just because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doesn't hurt. And now I get to take the 000 card, which there is only 1, and we've seen this one before. Randomly take 4 advanced skill cards from the game box and spend my experience points and return this. So I'm just going to go ahead and tuck this back in right now. I'm going to find my advanced skills right here, and I'm going to give them a little shuffle. All right. So they'll take that one, that one, that one, and that one. All right. Put these back for now. And let's see what we got. We got Control Your Fate, which you may discard this during the result step of action to give us the 7. So that's not too bad. It's a 7 and a star if we draw it. We've got the shield again. I really have not come across anything that I've really needed a shield for except for that stupid bear. Tracker card. So we've seen this. This takes all 7 and give it your all, which costs 8 points, so I can't even afford this one right now. You may discard this during the result step of an action you are involved in order to apply the following checks. +5. Draw 5 additional cards, adding their successes to your total. I guess if it was a locked result. Anyways. So I could open my canned octopus. I think what I'm going to do is, for now, because I didn't really see anything else I wanted, I'm going to spend all 7 points and get Tracker here. So let me just grab a sleeve real quick. And then I will be able to add this. I can add this directly to my hand, or I can put it into my deck. And I think I'm going to put this directly into my hand because I haven't even seen the other advanced action yet come out. So put the other advanced skills back. So now we have the tracker status. So we've got tracker here that is giving us bonuses on hunting, on searching, on compass actions, and we have Yale graduate, which is giving us bonus actions on like first aid, strength, and swimming. So those are pretty good ones just to kind of keep in hand. And second here, I'm probably going to build my shovel. Let's see. The shovel takes bamboo and stone. And I've got stone here, so I could build my shovel for just 1 card. So I think we're going to go ahead and do that. We drew Remember, which is good. Keep that card. That allows us to pull something out of the discard pile if we so need it. And the shovel is going to... Now let me make sure I don't want to... No, I don't want to add it to my bow/walking stick because it's got a different keyword at the bottom, and so I'm not really gaining any benefit from that. And I've got the room. So, okay. We have completed all of our camp actions. Let's go exploring. It's going to take me 1 to move off of this space up to here so I can take care of that event. And I don't want to use up my walking stick for just 1. I drew the curse, which is perfect. I get to flip these over. Let's just take a quick peek at our discard pile. There's 1, there's 2. 2 out of the 4. So there's 2 curse cards left in the deck. That allows me to move up to here, and now I can address the action item of crossing this rickety stone bridge, which is essentially just a balance action. I have to draw at least 1 card, and I need 3 successes. I have Forewarned is Forearmed, which is going to give me a single success if I need it. I don't know if I really want to waste my Remember card on... I don't even see it anymore. Okay, I must have ended up back in my deck when I ate my food. I had the one that had the 2 action items. So we're just going to go for... Alright. I really don't want to mess this up because it says if you're playing alone, you draw a different card than if you're not alone. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw 3 here. And let's see. Okay, perfect. We did get exactly what we needed. There are our 3, because we didn't have anything that was going to give us a 7 on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got my raft back, my pickaxe, but I've got my shovel. I don't need the pickaxe. Got maximize odds. Okay, I don't really need any of these. So I'm going to just continue on. So now I get to bring out 262. And 262 reads, to the east, a rundown bridge spans a precipice. Below, you can hear the sound of a rushing river. Well, that doesn't make any sense. I just came from the east. Either way, here is this card. You can see that we can go north or south. There is another prey action that we are probably going to take care of here to probably hopefully get us some cards back. So there's that. And we are now in 4 territory. So I need to do a little shifting of my items here. Move some stuff around. Bring you down. Let's move Elliot over here. Bring down my canned octopus so I can go south or I can go north. And as we traverse the bridge, we can change our theme music here. Oh no, we are in 6s. I am dyslexic, I apologize. I was about to put some 4s out here. Need to put these back and get out the 6s. Okay, there's that one, and there's that one. Okay. So here we are, we have crossed the bridge and are now on what appears to be a sandy desert type area. Officially get to move our person over. All right. So first things first, let's go ahead and just check out what's north and what's south. We'll do this one first. This one reads, a hollow trunk. An old dying tree sits by the side of the path and you notice that its trunk is hollow. Only the active player may get involved in the following action. I may investigate it for free, or I can leave the tree and go on your way. Well, of course we're going to investigate it. So free action, get out the 219 card. That's what we came here for, right? Okay. So 219 reads, a chunk of a termite mound. A crumbly piece of termite mound that you tore from inside a hollow tree trunk. I can use it to go fishing, or I can use it to build a fire. Okay. After I use it one time, I discard it. Using this does not lower the durability of the item. Okay. So, interesting. We've got room for it, so we can keep it there. I can't consume it, which stinks. But our hollowed out tree is now going to get replaced by 319. Okay, 319 reads, a sloping, uneven path snakes between a cliff and a precipice, at the bottom of which you can hear the sound of a raging river. Again, a cold, strong wind blows from the north. Okay, so more desert. It does look like there is a cave of some sort up here that we can investigate. And then that's pretty much it. We can just continue on north. So I need to get another 4/6 action card here and way up there off camera here. Just the light a little bit. No, we still have a glare on that. That's a little better. Okay. But at this point, let's travel south, or check out what's south before we do some praying. All right, tremor. The ground starts trembling mildly under your feet. Obviously, the area is highly seismic. During the result step of the following action, you obtain 1 or more 7 icons. The action is a success. Compass action. The earth is shaking, but your will remains firm. One involved character may choose 1 card with the keyword will or serenity in their discard pile and add it to their hand. Discard this. Or a whole bunch of negative stuff. Okay. So, I mean, that kind of looks like it goes there. Oh no, it's got triangles on all sides. Okay, so I guess I have to deal with this. I want to go south, but let's pray first. I have my tracker, which can give me 1 success. Yeah, but I need a 7. During the result step of the following action, if you obtain 1 or more 7 icons, the action is a success. So do I need 5 stars, or is it just a 7? Okay. Well, let's pray quickly. 91. Reads, someone was buried here. At least the companions took the time to arrange a final resting place. Take a 666 card, and after resolving it, apply the following effect. The active player may take all character-specific cards in the discard pile and shuffle them back into their deck. Okay, so it's a limited time event. Go back here and find my 666 cards. There's just 2 of them. And we'll take this one. Ooh! It coalesces into a thin, frail form that points a ghostly finger at your direction. The spirit lets out a harsh, shrill cry before vanishing as inexplicably as it had appeared. I need to take a think action to pass this. I don't have anything that can help with thinking, but I do have a forewarned is forearmed, so I am just going to discard this to pass successfully. I've dealt with the 666 card. Now I can, active player may take all character specific cards and shuffle them back into their action deck. I like this one. Okay. So we've got maximize odds, bandages, not a whole lot in here. Unfortunately, that's it. Only 2 cards, but 2 cards is 2 cards. So let's shuffle these back in, give the deck a shuffle. Alright, so I've dealt with the grave site, and now I need to deal with the tremor card here. So I need to get 5 successes. Choose 1 card in the discard pile and add it to your hand. So let me check real quick before I take this on, because it's not an immediate action. So I can look to see if there's something that's going to give me a 7 There was that one advanced action card that would have done it. Or anything else that will help the compass action. You may discard this during an action you are involved in order to apply the following effect. Lucky Star. So, sorry, wrong camera. Lucky Star is a regular action card, so I can add this to my hand by using the Remember card. So I basically swap them out, and now I've got Lucky Star, which is going to give me a guaranteed 7. So now at this point, I'm really kind of confused as to how I succeed at this. Do I need 5 stars and a 7, or do I just need a 7? It says during the results step of the following action, if you obtain 1 or more 7 icons, the action is a success. So I've got my Lucky Star here. I'm just going to draw 1 action card, which is a rope. Plus 10. Okay. Ooh. Strength. Strength icon, I tell you. Strength icon. Alright. So, we're going to keep the rope. We have to discard the Lucky Star to take a look at it. And there's our rope, which has the strength icon on it. So I can do a strength test, and it'll get me only 1 star plus a lucky 7. So I'm still 1 star short. Yale Graduate gets me 1, and the rope gets me 1. And the event is locked. Okay. But that's fine. I had to discard Lucky 7. I've got the room in my hand. So we surpass the tremors. One involved character may choose 1 card with the keyword Will or Serenity in their discard pile and add it to their hand. All right. Will or Serenity. Will or Serenity. Remember, that's a good one. Splint. Think. Fire making kit. Remember. Okay, where was Think? Learn by doing. No, stamina. Okay, I think we're going to take Think, because this is going to allow us to randomly take up to 7 cards from the action deck. You may add that card to your hand, and must shuffle the other cards back into the action deck and or discard pile. So I can actually look and see if there's a card when I'm ready to eat in there that can help me with strength. So, all right, moving on back to our adventure here. We can now we've now unlocked 281. 281 reads, the wind whistles into a pit. Focus. Into a pit that it was dug in the middle of a rocky plain. Okay. So there's the pit. I can actually go west now. So we might try doing that. There's a funky symbol over here. There's some leaves. Alright, so again, we need to... running out of room here. I can go south, or I can go west finally. Alright, so we have done a lot just on this 1 card right here. So I'm going to take 1 movement action. Yeah, I'm going to save my walking stick and bow, and that's fine. There is the curse card. This is essentially what we are looking for here. So it doesn't hurt us coming out right now. And we can travel down here. Now I get to investigate. I have to take at least 1 card, but the tracker skill that I am holding allows me... Oh no, it's only going to give me... I thought it was from -1. Never mind. Okay. So the tracker card, I have to draw 1 card to inspect this pit. Panpipes. 1, This is interesting. This allows me to take a think action, which I have seen before. So I'm actually going to ditch. I'm going to ditch examine the notes, because I don't really. I've yet to see anything useful for that decipher action. I could go ahead and use my think at some point. Anyways, I can draw 192 now. And 192 reads, what you initially thought to be just a pit is in fact a necropolis with many graves dug into its walls. Strange symbols carved into one of the tombs catch your eye. You are not quite sure what they mean. Could it be a rudimentary language? A secret code? Ugh. There's the rune symbol, of course. Take a card whose number corresponds to these symbols from the adventure deck if available. Okay. So this goes right here. All right. Take a card whose number corresponds to these symbols. Take a card whose number corresponds to these symbols from the adventure deck if available. I'm very confused. Take a card whose number corresponds to these symbols from your adventure deck. And that's my draw pile, essentially. Do they have numbers on them? Oh yeah, they do. Okay. But I still don't know. Like, examine the notes, for example, is 42. You can see way down here, the glare is probably not going to let me show it to you. There you can see it's A42. Corresponds to these symbols from the adventure deck if available. Okay. So I'm going to pass on that for now. It's a permanent event, so it's not going anywhere. Let's go ahead and check out what these other places are going to give us. So, looking south first. Whoa! What is that thing? A crowned glyptodon. You come face to face with a massive beast covered with thick leather plates and crowned with curved horns forming the shape of a trident. It paws at the ground and visibly upset that you are intruding in its territory. An 8 action. Okay, so now this is not immediate. I could just walk away from this guy. He could trample me. Alright. So, we're just going to leave him be there for right now. And check out over here. Which is a tune. The walls of the rocky gorge form a sort of resonance chamber that mixes every sound, wind, footsteps, bird calls, into a soothing tune. Alright, I can take a think or a music action. I do have panpipes that I can build. Yeah. If the action is a success, the active player may choose one card with the keyword music in the discard pile and add it to their hand. Okay, or I can just move on. You allow yourself to enjoy the pleasant noises that echo around you before going on your way. Each involved character may choose one card with the keyword serenity in the discard pile and add it to their hand. Okay, so let's just move on our way. I can add serenity to my hand. Now before I do that, let's take our think card here and just peek at the top 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Valiant Hearts shall not fail. Maximize the odds. Remember. Snowshoes, certainly don't need those. Woven cord. Camouflage outfit. Bandages. Okay, so there's actually nothing here. There's no way I'm going to remember all this. But let's see. I think I'm going to be walking soon, so let's put the one that's just a half a star right there. Shift that around. I'm just trying to kind of stack the deck a little bit, because I don't think I'm going to be taking any other actions other than walking here in a second. I'm only going to draw 1 card to do it. Okay. So that was think. And I could take something with the keyword Serenity from the discard pile. Take Woven Basket. Let's see what good that will do me. Vigilance, Skill, Stealth, Craft, Stamina, Aggressiveness, Remember. Okay. We will take Remember here. Or we could take Splint. Splint I'm going to have to build. Remember, I can technically go get the Splint. So we have a Remember card back. We've got some rope, panpipes, tracker, and Yale graduate status. Okay. Back to the map. 284 reads. To the west, a yawning rift splits the terrain in two. On the other side of the rift, you seem to notice an opening several yards wide in the side of the mountain. Okay. There's this interesting system of pulley baskets or something going on. I can do some investigating. I can do some mapping. And I can go south. So here we go. We're putting that in right there. And the only other way, yes, is to go south. So let's get out. We're still in 6 land. Okay, got our 6 card in place. I do want to walk over there. I need to use my walking stick / bow. This will tick down to 4. And I will still have to draw 1 card, which I know is going to be Snowshoes for half a star. That's fine. So I've come over here. And, yeah, let's go ahead and check out what is to the south first. All right. So the south reads Shelter. A cavity was dug into the rock about 6 feet above the ground, and it looks deep enough for an adult to lie down in. Only the active player may get involved in the following action. I can take a rest action to upgrade, but I've spent all of my XP. And if I fail, or I can just continue on my way. So I think I'm just going to continue on my way. It says to discard this. All right. And I can bring out 208 now. .208's got a lot of text on it. All right, 208 reads, the wind blows through the canyon, howling past its curved and weather-beaten walls and churning the fine brown dust. Here, with each gust, it is as if the canyon is moaning in pain, the sound of which filling you with unease and sending a shiver down your spine. Okay. Alright, so we've reached the point where we can go south no more. Alright. And there is something to the left here, but we have to deal with the crowned Glyptodon. Or I can go to one more step west. So, alright. Let's take a quick look at our curse card again. So it shows us coming down from the canyon and then going to the left, going west. There's super tiny scribble text on here that I really cannot make out. Way up there above the idol's statue. So let's just keep going this direction. Let's do some exploring here before we do that. So I can look around. It's going to take me one card to do so. All right, don't have anything that can help me look around. All right, so I will just spend one card. It is the Valiant Heart Shall Not Fail. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's nice, but it makes you tired. I think I'm just gonna keep moving on. I get a 289 card. Okay. 289 reads, judging by the tracks on the ground animals pass through here lately. You hide, being sure to stay downwind to prevent any potential prey from picking up your scent. Perfect. Is this a hunt action? Yes. Alright. Depending on the number of successes you obtain, take the corresponding number of 150 cards. Let's see. I am still bloody, so I'm going to have to discard one of these cards without the keyword predator on it. Alright, so we've seen this before. This is a hunt action. It's locked at 3 cards, but I have my bow, which is going to allow me to either... Okay, my bow can reduce the number of cards by 2, and I'm pretty sure there is a star there, because I just drew 1 card, which was snowshoes. Yep. No, and that one had the 2 stars. So the question is, do I want to be certain? Let me take a peek at here, see if there's anything I want to use my remember card to get. Learn by doing. There's 1 card that just gives you a straight success. Okay. I am going to spend my remember card to get forewarned as forearmed. It's basically like a free switch. Now I have my 1 success. I can use my bow 1 time, reducing that down to 3, which allows me to only have to draw 1 card. And I'm just hoping for... Oh, wait. But I want more than 1 stars. I actually want to get some food here. Hopefully. So let's go ahead and draw all 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. Got 1, 2, 3 stars. And my bow could give me a 4th, but I don't need to use my bow, so I'm going to take that back. I'm going to take it back. I did not need my bow to go chasing after whatever it is that's up here. So I can take 1 to 2 150 cards. Right? Yeah, 2 150 cards. Nope. Got past. Okay. Alright, so here are our 2 150 cards. Remember, these are not always good, so Let's go ahead and check out what we got. A snake, which is dangerous. Can poison me. Or we got a white hare. Now, does the snake... Oh, the snake is a predator. Ah, so I have to discard. You must discard one of these cards without the keyword predator. So I have to discard the hare. Can't even return it. And now I have to deal with the snake. You get 2 successes. So I can handle this because I can use my bow and arrow here along with my forewarned as forearmed. So the snake's going to go away. I do have to tick down my bow now to 3. So I'm halfway of using that. That just gave me, though, 1 success. So I will have to use... Yeah, tracker doesn't give me anything. Use up my forewarned as forearmed card. So that one gets discarded. I do, however, get an experience point for defeating the snake. So back to 1 XP. All right. All right, so that was kind of a bust, which represents the result in your hand. Return the other cards. I now have to move this over and replace it with the bright 289. After a long wait and ambush, you have to face it with the appropriate hunting equipment. You have little chance of changing anything. So it essentially just made it harder to do. All right. Okay, there's one more action here I can take. I can explore 255, so let's go ahead and do that. That's for free. I believe this is going to investigate what's going on with these basket things up in the air. All right, and this one reads, large wicker baskets are dangling from strong ropes over a precipice. They seem to lead into the mountain in the distance ahead of you. Thick fog in the rift prevents you from determining its depth. Okay. So here is a permanent action. Apparently the baskets can move across thanks to a sophisticated mechanism. Are you ready to jump in? Not quite yet. Because it doesn't say I need to travel across the precipice. Oh. It's a little freaky. The grab action. Yeah, the take hold of action. 1 card for 3 successes. Okay. Not quite ready to do that yet. So let's travel south. I will tick down my walking stick / bow to 2, making this free. And I get to come here, which now allows me to flip over this card. And it's a sprain. There are precious holes in the rock ahead of you. Watch your step. You certainly do not want to sprain an ankle. I can investigate. I need 2 successes. You're cautious and manage to avoid a bad fall. Okay, so I need my tracker card, which is going to give me 1 success for looking ahead. And let's just draw 1 card here. And there is camouflage. There is our other success. So tracker came in handy. That's the advanced card that we purchased at our campsite. All right, so I can get rid of this and bring out the 218 card. 200, 211, 219, 218. 218 reads, an imposing statue carved out of the cliff face looms over the stone altar at its feet. Woo, ladies and gentlemen, I think we have finally done it. This looks just like the curse card here. There's even like the purple going on. Let's do it. So we have found ourselves the statue. Let's see if it'll tell us how to lift the curse, maybe. All right. So we are going to tick our walking stick / bow down to 1. And venture over here for free. I can check out this area or I can pray. All right, let's investigate first the altar, because that's free. 165. Okay. 165 reads, a stone altar sits at the foot of an impressive statue. Atop it you can see the calcified remains of a skeleton, leaving no doubt about the sacrificial purpose of the altar. A shiver runs down your spine as you wonder how many people met their end here. Looking at the statue, a strange thought crosses your mind. Perhaps the sacrifice might appease whatever strange forces dwell here. If you want to take the following action, you must banish one card with the keyword companion on it. I don't even think I've seen a companion card yet. If you want to take the following action, you must discard one card with the keyword stamina from your inventory. Alright, take a 209 card from the adventure deck if available. Okay. So again, I'm like running out of room everywhere here. But we can sacrifice and discard one card with keyword stamina from our inventory or our hand. Oh, keyword from your inventory. Ah, my shovel. My shovel has the keyword inventory, stamina on it. Way down here on the bottom. Is the word stamina. So I just have to discard this card. And I get to take a 209 card. It was a free action, so I didn't need to draw any cards to complete it. 209 card if available. So 209 reads that you shatter the object and lay the fragments on the altar. Uh-oh. To the great terror, the skeleton on the altar animates and lunges its bony fingers, clawing at you. Obviously, your offering is not adequate. I need to take a fight action. Okay. For 1+4 or 3 to 6, if at least one involved character is frightened and or terrified. No, I'm not that. And I basically just need to fight him to get rid of him. Okay. Alright, good thing I have not used up my bow. So my bow is going to give me 2 successes. And that's it. I don't have anything else here that's going to help me. So let's take 3 more cards. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I'm getting really low on health again. And here we go. There's 1. There's 2. Just need 1 of the right half. Woo! We just barely did it. Just barely did it because the bow, our last use of the bow, is going to give us our 4th success. So all of that, we lost our bow and our walking stick. Oh my goodness. To this animated skeleton. The undead figure collapses into a pile of bones. I guess this technically stays there. If I come across a companion, I can sacrifice. It didn't like my shovel. I gave up my shovel just to fight a skeleton. Alright. So I am down to just my chunk of termite mound and my canned octopus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 8 cards left in my action deck. Maybe this is it. Maybe I have just completed this Voracious Goddess curse. So let's take our one action here, and I've got a torch. So I've got room in my hand. I can take that torch for now. And we take a 237 card. All right. 237's got a lot of symbols on it. You are at the foot of a gigantic statue, its gaping mouth seemingly ready to devour you. The chanting breeze coming out of it. The chanting breeze coming out of it sounds both bewitching and threatening. If there is a card, which I'm pretty sure is our clue card, I've been staring at this for days now. If there is a card under the Satchel and Journal card, you must apply the following effect. Instead of revealing this, return it and replace in place of it. Take the card whose number is equal to 237 plus 7. Okay. 237 plus 7 if the adventure deck is available. Okay. So yes. 237 plus 7 is 244. Let me put this back in the right spot. Okay, and 244 reads, immediately recognize the gloomy idol that has been haunting your restless nights, with one notable difference. Its eye sockets are empty. Alright. So I can take another 0/0 action to get a gift and read 148. It's not good that its eye sockets are empty, because the curse card, not the clue card, but the curse card, shows it glowing, having glowing eyes. So let's find 148 and see what 148 has to say. Alright. 148 reads, you kneel before the Voracious Goddess and begin chanting, hoping that she delivers you from the mysterious evil that torments you. Oh boy. The peculiar melody. Is this in focus for you guys? The peculiar melody coming from the statue's mouth gets increasingly intense, to the point that it becomes almost too difficult to bear. At the same time, an enigmatic vision takes shape in your mind as the statue is trying to communicate with you. The blurry image shows a group of people wearing loincloths, walking in single file towards the rising sun for what seems like 10 days, and then disappearing underground. Meanwhile, another group processes in the same direction for 2 days, shifts to go north for the same time before heading back to the east for 4 additional days. An intense snowstorm then clouds the vision. Oddly, both groups seem to reach their destination at the same time. The active player takes a 101 card. Okay. So that was quite the riddle there. So they headed east, because it says towards the rising sun. Now tired after praying to the idol, which is unfortunate because this is going to make me discard 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. So we are way over here. East is that way. Rising sun for what seems like 10 days. And then disappearing underground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 spaces directly east of me. Takes me way over here. Oh, to this fish thing. And also this thing in the side of the mountain. But I investigated that, and there was really nothing there. Pretty sure I did. So if we assume the number of days is cards, then the other ones would go same direction for 2 days. This one makes sense. 1, 2, then north for an undetermined amount of time. If they're gone the same amount of days, then it would be 4. Because the other group went straight east for 10 days. And then this group is going to go north for some time, heading back to the east for 4 additional days. So that's 6, so we need 4 north. So we went 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then east again, hopefully, maybe. Okay. Either way, I'm struggling right now. I'm tired. I'm bloody. I'm nauseated. Oh, I think we need to venture back to our campsite, which I can actually do for free. Oh, no, I can't. I'm going to have to go to here. And that will take all but one of my cards. And then without a strength item, I can't open. Okay. So, I think we're going to stop here for right now. This is a good stopping point. Anyways, we have essentially made it to the idol and determined that it's missing its eyes and we need to go find them. So our journey is not even close to being over with yet. My campsite is back over here, but I can't make it back here for free because this walkway is in the way, which according to the rules I can't just automatically cross. So I could walk up to here for 1 card. Then I have 4 cards on my action deck left, and I need to eat something. So I guess I could come back up here, but I'm missing my bow now. My rope would not help me. I really need to figure out a way to get 1 more strength icon. Oh, you know what? I should have used one of my... I keep getting these cards. It's giving me automatic successes, and I can't even remember. I'm not thinking to use them for the canned octopus. Okay. So, either way, I'm going to stop here. Probably going to try and head back to camp. Try and figure out a way to open this can of octopus. And then we will search around from there. But essentially, we are struggling here because I have only got 4 cards. This is only going to give me 8. And God knows, if I have to travel 10 cards to the east, that's a long way. I guess once I'm on this side of the map, it's only 1 travel action, so that's not too bad. But that's it, ladies and gentlemen. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. If you feel like you want to give some insight into which direction I should be heading here, please feel free to leave it in the comment section below. And if you leave it before I film the next video, I will certainly take that into consideration. And if you want to be notified when the next video does come out, because we are going to continue this till death do us part, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thank you for watching and have a wonderful night.